Welcome to our channel, Bravo News. Crisis or cry for help? Fans react to Tamra Judge's scary booze and drug confession. The confession that shook Bravo Nation. The podcast studio was dimly lit, only the glow of a neon on-air sign casting a warm orange haze on Tamra Judge's face. She leaned into the microphone, her blonde hair falling slightly out of place. The cameras were rolling for the video version of the show, but the atmosphere felt strangely intimate, almost as though she was whispering secrets into the ears of thousands of unseen friends. "Yeah," Tamra said, her voice uneven. "I've mixed alcohol with prescription meds before. I know it's dangerous, I know it's stupid, but at the time, I didn't care. I just wanted to stop feeling everything." For a moment, silence hung in the air. The co-host tried to move quickly into the next segment, but the damage had been done. A reality TV star admitting such a risky behavior wasn't something that slipped by unnoticed. By the next morning, clips of her confession had spread across Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Bravo fan forums like wildfire. Tamra Judge admits mixing booze and drugs. Should we be worried? Another Housewives star spiraling? Fans weigh in on Tamra's shocking confession. It wasn't the first time a housewife had been candid about substance struggles, but Tamra's bluntness, her almost reckless honesty, struck a chord. By noon, #PrayForTamra was trending. Fan reaction, a wave of worry. In Facebook fan groups, the comments were pouring in. "I've been watching her since her first season. She puts up a tough front, but this sounds like a cry for help. Tamra needs someone to step in before it's too late. Andy Cohen had better be on the phone with her right now. This hits home. My sister went through the same thing, mixing pills with wine. It nearly killed her. Tamra doesn't realize the risk." On Twitter, the reactions were even more dramatic. Does Bravo need to do wellness checks on its stars? Tamra Judge talking about booze and meds like it's casual. Girl, that's how Whitney Houston died. Not cute, not funny. Addiction is real. Someone help her. Tamra herself stayed silent as the comments mounted. Her Instagram remained eerily quiet. No stories, no gym selfies, no cheeky banter with Eddie. For a woman known to never hold back, the silence was deafening. Flashbacks to chaos. To understand why fans were so shaken, you had to look back at her past. Tamra had always been fiery, unapologetic, and sometimes reckless. From the infamous wine-throwing fights on The Real Housewives of Orange County to her tequila-fueled meltdowns in Mexico, she'd built a reputation as Bravo's ultimate hothead. But this was different. Alcohol was one thing. Mixing it with prescription drugs, an entirely new level. Fans recalled scenes where she slurred her words, or moments when her energy shifted erratically in a single episode. Was Bravo hiding something in plain sight? Were those fun, drunk Tamra clips actually red flags? A TikTok montage went viral showing clips of Tamra stumbling in heels, arguing incoherently, and passing out on a couch after too many cocktails. The creator added the caption, "We laughed then, but were we watching a woman cry for help?" The video got 2.5 million views in 24 hours. Behind closed doors. At home in Orange County, Tamra scrolled through the avalanche of messages on her phone. Fans, friends, castmates, even distant acquaintances. Everyone wanted to know if she was okay. Eddie, her husband, hovered nearby, trying to remain calm but visibly concerned. "Babe, you maybe shouldn't have said that on the podcast," he muttered. "Why not? It's the truth. Everyone always accuses housewives of being fake. I was real, and now I'm getting crucified for it." Eddie sighed. "Being real is one thing, but people are scared, Tamra. They think you're spiraling." "I'm not spiraling," she snapped, though her voice cracked just enough to betray her. Bravo intervention? Rumors swirled that Bravo executives had contacted Tamra after the clip went viral. Insiders whispered that Andy Cohen himself had reached out, concerned not only about Tamra's well-being, but about the liability of having her on air if her struggles escalated. An entertainment blog speculated. Would Bravo force Tamra into rehab? Would they pause filming? Or worse, would they drop her from the show altogether? An anonymous source told Radar Online, "Bravo has dealt with cast addiction issues before, but this one is tricky. Tamra thrives on drama, but there's a fine line between being entertaining and being self-destructive." The fans turned into a support system. While gossip sites fanned the flames, many fans took a softer approach. Thousands flooded Tamra's DMs with supportive messages. "You're not alone. I've been there too. Please take care of yourself." It takes guts to admit what you did. That honesty might save someone else's life. "We love you, Tamra. Don't let the haters get to you." Fan pages organized virtual hug for Tamra campaigns, where people posted selfies holding signs that read, "Stay strong, Tamra." For the first time in years, the fan base wasn't divided by petty housewives feuds. They were united by genuine concern. Cast reactions. The RHOC cast was quick to weigh in. Shannon Beador, no stranger to her own alcohol-related headlines, was reportedly torn between empathy and fear of being dragged into Tamra's drama. On Instagram Live, she vaguely said, "We've all been through dark times. I just hope Tamra finds peace." Heather Dubrow, ever the polished diplomat, released a statement through her rep. "We want the best for Tamra and hope she uses this moment to prioritize her health and her family." Meanwhile, Vicki Gunvalson, Tamra's best friend turned frenemy turned best friend again, was brutally blunt on her podcast. "Tamra has always been extreme. Extreme partying, extreme honesty, extreme drama. I love her, but she needs to get it together." The internal struggle. As the days passed, Tamra couldn't ignore the tidal wave of attention. The silence she maintained began to feel suffocating. Every time she logged onto Instagram, her notifications were flooded with words of support or harsh criticism. One night, staring at her phone in the dark, she whispered, "What if they're right? What if I am spiraling?" The thought scared her more than she wanted to admit. The Bravo effect. Tamra's confession ignited broader conversations across the Bravo fandom about the culture of drinking within the Housewives franchise. Clips of Housewives trips, Ramona Singer demanding more Pinot Glancio, Lisa Rinna downing cocktails in Mexico, Dorinda Medley slurring at Bluestone Manor were suddenly viewed in a darker light. Was Bravo glamorizing binge drinking while turning a blind eye to the consequences? Podcasts debated the issue. Articles were written. Even mainstream outlets like People and the New York Times picked up the story, framing Tamra's honesty as part of a larger cultural reckoning. Tamra broke her silence. Finally, after nearly a week of speculation, Tamra returned to Instagram. She posted a black and white selfie, eyes puffy but determined. The caption read, "I've read every message. Thank you to everyone who reached out with love and concern. Yes, I shared something that was scary and maybe reckless, but I shared it because it's the truth. I'm not perfect, I've made mistakes, but I'm working on myself and I want to be better. For me, for my family, for all of you who have supported me through everything. Please, if you're struggling, know you're not alone." The comments exploded. Over 30,000 fans responded within hours, most with heart emojis, prayers, and messages of encouragement. Where do we go from here? Tamra's confession had evolved from a messy soundbite into a cultural moment. It forced her castmates, and her fans to confront uncomfortable truths about reality TV, substance use, and the thin line between entertainment and exploitation. For now, Tamra was standing strong. She continued filming RHOC, continued podcasting, and promised fans she'd be more mindful about her health. But the shadow of her admission lingered. Every glass of champagne she sipped on camera, every wild night out, it all carried new weight. The question remained, was this just a bump in the road or the beginning of a bigger unraveling? Only time would tell. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to our channel for regular updates.